What's up, guys? I am in Central Park, and I'm going to interview some more people about the same topics you saw in the last video regarding Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Bernie Sanders, and whether Trump is going to win in 2020. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace. Are you familiar with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez?
I am.
What do you think?
I haven't really listened to her, done a lot of research on her, but what I've seen on TV, sometimes I think she's smart, and sometimes I think she's really not.
We need young people, we need progressive people, but you can't go overboard. For instance, Amazon. If progressive becomes synonymous with job killing, we're not going to win elections. It all boils down to we've got to win elections.
Are you familiar with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez?
Kind of, a little bit, yeah.
What about Bernie Sanders?
Yeah.
What do you think of? So Bernie's running for president in 2020.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Well, it didn't really go great for him last time. But I mean, I like him personally, but I think that it's tough for him based on his views in this country to be successful as president or running for president.
So he's running for president. Do you think he has a chance?
I do not think he has a chance.
Do you think he's going to get the nomination from the Democratic Party?
I do not think he's going to get the nomination.
Why?
I think he's too radical.
What do you think of Bernie's chances this election?
Well, I love Bernie. I absolutely love Bernie, but don't get labeled a socialist because even though in America we have socialism, Social Security is socialism, Medicare is socialism, but that word is a dirty word. You're not allowed to say it.
Right.
You got to pretend it's not. So as long as Bernie doesn't get labeled that, I love his ideas. On the other hand, I don't know how we're going to pay for all his ideas.
So when you say this country and these views, is it because capitalism versus socialism type thing?
Yeah, I think that's mainly the biggest issue. I think that because he's framed as a socialist, regardless of his policies, that label kind of is a huge hurdle for him to be successful when running because a country based on capitalism is automatically opposed to socialists regardless of what his actual policies say.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Bernie Sanders, they're running on a platform of socialism. Do you think that will ever get somebody elected?
Unfortunately, it may sometime.
So this same problem might happen with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez because she's in that same boat. But do you think anything's different because she's younger? She's diverse. She's a woman. Do you think over time maybe things will change and she'll have a better shot than Bernie does?
I don't know. I think that it also, the fact that she's a woman and she's younger could be a bigger obstacle for her, especially, I know there was a lot of other issues with Hillary, but, after last election, I know a lot of conservatives think that the country shouldn't be run by a woman, so that could be another obstacle for her that Bernie wouldn't face. And
I'll admit when I'm wrong. I thought Pelosi had to go, but now the way I see that she kicks Trump's ass, so I get it. Sometimes you need seasoned veterans, but you also need new ideas. So
speaking of that kind of, difference in the party, do you think they're going to be able to beat Trump this election?
Yes, as long as we don't allow any third party, not Mr. Coffee and not Bloomberg, no independents, none of that split the vote stuff. If it's a Democrat against he who should not be named, we'll win. We'll win.
Do you think Trump is going to win in 2020?
I hope not. I don't know.
What do you think?
I don't think so, but obviously, you can't predict the future. I didn't think he was going to win the first time either, but here we are, so.
Do you think Trump is going to win in 2020?
It's tough to say, man. I think you'll know the answer, though, before June of this year.
Really? What do you mean by that?
There's just so much going on, so many developments coming out that I think by the time the investigation wraps up, everything happens with China and then Russia and all that's kind of cleaned up. I think either you'll be able to say definitely yes or no chance at all. He's done.
Good point, man. Good point. All right. That's it.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing.